What's up, everyone? Joe White here. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I usually don't get very political. I usually don't get very topical. If that's even a word, like pop culture, topic of the day, video of the day-ish on you guys. But I'm going to here. Golly, today's been a bummer of a day, really. Woke up, not feeling too good. My knees are killing me today. Couldn't go to CWF today, so that's always a bummer. I wanted to be in that sportatorium today so bad. Half of me sit there going, nah, it's not really a... Not to say that you really shouldn't be there live, because you should, and we'll have more on why you should be there live here coming up. But this was not a show that I felt like I had to... it wasn't like a Chip Day Trevor Lee show. It wasn't a very big show. It's not one of their bigger shows like Absolute Justice or even or you know what I mean, like the Rumble or Battlecade or anything like that. More on the Rumble coming up in a minute for CWF. But with that being said, I really wanted to be there because I really wanted to follow the Weaver Cup live. I was there for the first. It's kind of like every other show I'm going to now, but adulting came first, I guess you could say. The kids need this thing called food, apparently, to survive. I mean, we all do, apparently. So I had to, money got foregone. Money got put into the food fund instead of the CWF fund this month. So I woke up already bummed because I'm not going there. My knees are hurting, so that already is making me grumpy as fuck. And then I turn on the news, and I see that just 2 hours north of me, in Charlottesville, Virginia, some idiotic white supremacist morons, putting it mildly, decided to go up there, light their tiki torches, and throw up the Hitler sign and just make a big fuss. It's 2017, and we're still doing this to each other, to ourselves. I'm a white dude. I'm freaking ashamed of my quote unquote race. I'm ashamed of human beings in general after what's going on today. We're supposed to be at the top of the food chain, people. We're supposed to be more advanced than any other species on Earth, but we damn sure don't act like it. I speak for the human race in general. You act like a bunch of nitwits. All of you up there. All of you. And then I see somebody getting hit by a car, and I'm just like, this is 2 hours away from my house. Yeah, I got a stepdaughter who was thinking about going up to UVA. I don't want her nowhere near that town after today. Hell, I don't even know if I want my kids leaving the house after today, to tell you the truth. I mean, I work from home now. For the last 2 years, or 3 years almost, I've worked entirely from home, except for like a 3-month period. And I'm so glad I do. I don't want to be out there working in the real world with you crazy stumble bums. I just don't. I don't know when somebody's going to... is it even safe to go out on the streets anymore? I'm not here to enlist panic on you, but think about it. Is it safe to even walk on the street anymore because you don't know when some nut job is going to drive up onto the curb and hit you with their car just because they're angry? Just because they're a little angry? Because they feel like it proves a point? Here's a newsflash for you. There's no sense in that. Black, white, blue, purple, green, yellow, orange, indigo, it doesn't matter. There's no sense in that. It's 2017. I thought we'd be a little bit more... when I was a kid, we dreamed of the flying car. Kevin Smith did a beautiful sketch with Dante and Randall on The Tonight Show way back in the day, talking about the flying car. Go look it up. That's the shit that I used to worry about as a kid. now as a kid, where I was sitting there and I went into a store the other day, and the two had to wait in line. Got the girl that was servicing me, and then another girl at another desk, and the girl at the other desk had a customer. And while the one girl was waiting on me, I had to hear the three of these girls talk about how they had to buy a certain, their kids go to a school that wears uniforms. So they all look the same except for their shoes. And they're scared of getting made fun of and beat up because they may buy their kids the wrong shoes. And now we're not talking Walmart shoes versus Foot Locker shoes. No. We're talking, you can't get the Jumpman shoes. You got to get the Nike swooshes and with the real picture of Jordan on the side. Or it's some variation of the Jordans that these kids just had at $300. If I would have asked my mother for $300 when I was a kid, she would have smacked me going into the Walmart. But this, I don't know if I want to send my kid to school. I don't know if I want, it's almost like we should be the Incredible Pod people. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad that we even have that thought in our heads now. That I'm scared to send my child off into the world because I don't know if he's going to get hit by a car. I don't know if he's going to go get shot. I don't know if some other kid's going to stab him over what kind of shoes he wears, or how he talks, or how he dresses, or what he says, or hey, maybe he winked at me funny, so I'm going to gouge his eye out with a fork. I have to tell my stepson all the time, who's a 15-year-old millennial, you need to watch what you say and how you say it to people, because you don't know. One day we may be getting a call at 3 a.m. that says, come identify the body because you laughed at something wrong. It's pretty sad when I have to warn my kid about that. It's 2017 and we're having to deal with these issues. 2017. I'm still wondering, like I said, when we grew up, it was, man, which do you think's going to come out with a new system soon? Sega or Nintendo? Man, it's going to be 2020, and we're going to have computers, chips into us that'll let us scan our wrists, and that'll be our money. Cash won't exist. Currency won't exist. We'll have the flying car. We're going to live on the moon. That was another one. We're going to live on the moon. But no, here it is. We're all grown up. The flying car isn't here, but the stupid racism still is. With that being said, this is just a vlog for me, so I'm just randomly saying what's coming into my mind here. We've officially been given a spot, I guess you could say. I don't even know how to word this correctly. A spot. We're going to be a part of the CWF Fan Con that's going on October 13th and 14th in Burlington, North Carolina. Johnny P and various other people responsible for putting this on. Apparently the CWF thing, or CWF management, is 100% behind this. They're going to give us access to talent. They're going to give the podcasters interviews. We're going to be doing hopefully, we're going to be doing a live episode of the podcast there. That's huge, guys. That's like the most, to me being a podcaster, doing this for, since 2004 or 2005. Yeah, 2005. So 12 years. So for me to be in front of a live audience is just going to be epic. It's going to be great. I cannot wait for this. I'm so hyped up for this. I sat in bed the night that Johnny P told me that I could be a part of this and kind of invited us to come along. I sat up practically all night thinking of ideas and thinking of what to talk about and thinking of what I wanted you guys to do and what I wanted you guys to ask. Jeff Edwards will not be with me coming up there, even though he left the show last week. He left the network pretty much. And I asked him, I was like, dude, you're one of the people who got us here. Do you want to come on? do you want to still come down and do this, just this one thing? And he respectfully declined, and I respect that. But guys, this is going to be so amazing. I cannot wait to get up there in front of that live audience and do what it is that I've been doing for 12 years now. It's going to be, it won't be the most epic podcast. I'm not the most, I guess you would say I'm not the most seasoned podcaster, because I say on and off for the last 12 years I've been doing this. I don't have fancy equipment. I don't have fancy theme songs. I don't have a Pro Wrestling Tees account yet. But I'm going to give it my all. We're the only podcast that does it live after it airs each and every week. We're the only podcast that I know of that has actually featured CWF Mid-Atlantic talent on a regular basis, and I'm proud of that. And we're the only ones, I believe we were the first ones to sign up for doing this, and that makes me super happy to, hey, we're jumping right in head first with this deal. We're happy to be a part of it. So what you need to do is you need to follow it's at John Philip Havage on Twitter. Look him up or follow him. JB is also a part of it. I think it's at J Bryant. I'm not too sure right off the top of my head. I don't have it here in front of me. But look one of them up on Twitter. Johnny P is an awesome guy. He's trying to get a head count together. We're encouraging people to fly in for this. So if you do not live in North Carolina, that's okay. We invite you to make the drive. We invite you to make the flight and join us for one of CWF's biggest shows of the year. It's always a sellout. It's always a really good show, the Rumble. But we also, invite you to come to the Fan Fest too and support it and help that get bigger as well. So, so that it grows and grows and grows and becomes like a real fan con, a real fan convention. Surprised they're not calling this CWF Con. Make a good name, but apparently it's just CWF Fan Con. It's all about the fans, being done by fans, for fans. So go ahead and make plans right now. October 13th and 14th. It's a little over 2 months away. So make plans for that to happen. Right in Burlington, North Carolina. Follow John Philip Havage on Twitter. He's going to be releasing details. And of course, we're going to be back this week. We got the Grand Theft Auto Let's Play going on. We got the official, unofficial CWF Mid-Atlantic After Show. I'm going to be doing a podcast Monday night after Raw for the Raw review. So thank you guys so much for listening to me rant and rave today. I just need to let off a little bit of steam. It's been a pretty craptastic day because everywhere I go on social media, I can't avoid it. My phone's been going off all day over this stuff, and it's just mind-boggling how, again, we're in 2017, and we don't have to worry about cars flying in the air. We have to worry about cars flying into us. So that's just something to ponder with you guys. Are we really more advanced than what we thought we were going to be at this time? Because all signs are pointing to no, and it's pretty damn sad. But thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you down the road.